I just remember as
and
a
not even
kid,
on time.
yeah, I remember as a kid with all that Hasbro WWF line. I remember buying figures of wrestlers I didn't even like, but just because it was something different. Like, oh, if it's different, let me get it. Like I had like Virgil, and I had there's some other ones that was like, oh man, I had, Virgil's the first one that comes to mind. Sorry, rest in peace, Virgil. But like he sucked as a wrestler. Like nobody liked Virgil. You know what I mean? And then but he says, oh, at least it was anything different in the store because like yeah, wherever we went, it was always the same stuff. I remember like my head like exploded when I found an Undertaker. I was like, oh my god, an Undertaker! And like I actually found this and never saw another one again. And yeah, somehow I gotta talk to my one friend because I still all those Hasbro figures that I bought. Somehow they went. So it was me and my friend at the time, and like we would collect whatever. And I don't remember for some sort of project in high school we took all these figures for something else, and he has them all still. And I'm like, how? All right, well, I'm not sure why he has them. I think we blew up a couple of them for some other project or something else like this, like lighting them on fire for some goofy video project we had to do or something like that. But like he still has them all, and it's like, all right, where are those figures at?
Can I have them back?
He probably gave them to his kid, and they're probably all.
I don't need the melted Virgil back. I'll take everyone else back.
Right.
But what you said back when you'd go and you'd like, there was never anything. I'll never forget. Growing up, it was my birthday. My one aunt never like bought us any gifts like ever. So she's like, hey, it's your birthday. I'm going to take you to Kmart. Mm-hmm. It was the Kmart that used to be that where Myers is now sitting. I'm like, oh, I want WWF Hasbros. Mm. She goes, all right, let's go there and get some. She goes, you can get two. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get Hasbros. It's going to be so sweet. I walk in there, there's only two. Mm-mm. And it was like two guys I absolutely hated. And I was like, I don't like these guys. And she's like, well, that's what you said you wanted, so you have to get them. She goes, it's that or nothing. So I got stuck getting the green suit $1 Million Man and stupid Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah, I think everybody had Hacksaw Jim Duggan too. He was always there too. Like, yeah, Hacksaw
I'm like, I want a Warrior.
Yeah.
And like someone else. I'm just like, oh my God.
I feel like they made more of those too. But truth is just us kids, we just didn't like them that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I remember, like I said, again, I always saw the Rockers and I always saw the Bushwhackers, and it was like, all right, but the Rockers figures kind of sucked. Like, it didn't really look like Shawn, like it didn't really look like them. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of looked terrible. Like the Bushwhackers at least looked like them, but you know, they were kind of like, whatever. They were always sort of a throwaway tag team back then. But yeah. But yeah, it was just always the same. It was like, yeah, it was never Demolition. It was never anybody. You didn't see the Hart Foundation. And I was like, man.
It's crazy too, being like this many years later, when people bring in like their toys, you're always going to find like one half the Rockers.
Yep.
And it's always Shawn Michaels. They're always going to have the Bushwhackers. And you're just like, Jesus Christ. Like those ones, it's like they're at the point where like you can't give them away.
Yeah, I feel like they made just way more of some of them than the others than they're letting on, because there's no reason for some of these that say, oh, this comes from the same line, but there's ones that's like just so scarce to ever find anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I remember just actively looking as a kid and being like just disappointed all the time.